Hey guys, welcome to another video. So in this video, we're going to be going through functions. So specifically here, we're going to go through inverse functions. Now, functions was not part of the old syllabus. Now they've added it. So now you have to know, I don't know why, but it's part of it, right? So you're going to have inverse functions, which is what we're going to be doing today. And then there's also something called composite functions. And then what you need to know is how to combine inverse and composite functions to solve a question. So what we'll do is today, we'll just go through just inverse functions. I'll get you guys to understand, how inverse functions work. And then we'll do another video on composite functions. And then I can show you how both of them work together. So what I have here is I have three different examples. It starts from easy, medium, and a bit more advanced. And I'm going to show you the step-by-step of how to do this. So really, to be fair, you should have just asked, okay, find inverse function, right? Find inverse function. That's normally how they'll say or ask in the exam. Find inverse function, or they'll say find f minus 1x. Now f minus 1x means inverse function. So you can have f minus 1x, g minus 1x, q minus 1x. It all means inverse function. So for these ones, you're going to have m minus 1x, which is what we want to find. And then this one would be g minus 1x. Okay, so let's get straight to it. So the first one, we have f of x equals 3x minus 5. All we want to do is we're going to first say y is equals to 3x minus 5. So essentially, when you look at a function is basically just an equation. It's just an equation. It could be a quadratic equation, it could be a linear equation, it could be a cubic equation. So just before I get into that, I hope you guys understand function is just an equation, right? You put values in and you get values out. So it's pretty much like a system. But in this, our function here is linear. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to say y equals 3x minus 5. We always say y equals to the function. And now to find the inverse function, what I'm going to do is I'm going to make x a subject of this equation. So what I'll have is I'm going to have y equals 3x minus 5. I can rewrite this as 3x minus 5 is equals to y, right? Because remember, I want to make x a subject. So now, because I want to make x, move the minus 5 to the right hand side. So it becomes plus 5. And now the final step is to divide. You're going to divide it by 3. So you're going to have y plus 5 divided by 3. That's how you make x a subject. Now, the final thing on inverse function, we're just going to need to write f minus 1x equals to, now all the y's that you have, you're going to change into x. So instead of y, you're going to have x plus 5 over 3. And that is your answer. Not too hard, right? So if you actually understand how to rearranging the formula, all you're essentially doing then is just changing the y's into x. Now, if we look at the second one, right, the first thing we're going to do the same thing. So we're going to say y is equals to the function, which is 3x minus 1 over x plus 4. Remember, we want to make x a subject, right? So we're going to cross multiply. So if we cross multiply, we're going to get yx plus 4y, because I'm timesing everything by y, equals to 3x minus 1. Now, because I want x a subject, I'm going to move all the x terms to the left-hand side. So this 3x moves to the left-hand side, now becomes minus 3x, okay? Is equals to minus 1. Now move the 4y to the right, becomes minus 4y. So now what we're going to do is we're going to take x out because that's in common. And then we're going to be left with y minus 3 is equals to minus 1 minus 4y. Now x is equals to, we're going to move y minus 3 to the other side. So we're essentially going to be dividing it. So minus 1 minus 4y divided by y minus 3. Now final step, we're going to say m minus 1x. Remember, we're going to change all the y's into x. So we're going to have minus 1 minus 4x over x minus 3. And that is my inverse function for this one. So hopefully that, not too difficult once you understand the step-by-step method. Now, if we look at this third one, which is a bit more advanced. Now, before the third one, the difference in this one is you have to first simplify. So you're going to have to do a bit of algebraic fraction. So I'm going to say y is equals to 1 minus x minus 1 over 2x plus 4. Okay, so here you want to first simplify that fraction as opposed to expanding or anything like that, because it will make it a lot easier. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to first find the lowest common multiple. So the lowest common multiple between 1 and 2x plus 4 is just going to be 2x plus 4, right? And all I'm going to do now is cross multiply. I'm going to say 1 times 2x plus 4, which is going to give me 2x plus 4. And then I have a minus here, so I'm going to do minus 1 times x minus 1. So multiply it like this, right? So all you're doing is just cross multiplying. That's it, nothing difficult. And then what we're going to do is we're going to simplify that. So 2x minus 1 times x is minus x. So 2x minus x is x. And then minus 1 times minus 1 is plus 1. But then you have 4. So 4 plus 1 is 5 over 2x plus 4. So that is my y equals. Now, remember, now we want to find the inverse function, right? Because now this is literally what we did in the previous question. Now we're going to make x a subject. So we're going to expand or cross multiply should I say. So 2xy plus 4y is equals to x plus 5, right? X being the subject means all the x terms have to be on the left hand side. So move the x to the left becomes minus x equals 5. Move the 4y to the right hand side minus 4y. Now let's take x out. So we'll be left with 2y minus 1 is equals to 5 minus 4y. Now, because I want x by itself, 5 minus 4y stays here, over, bring the 2y minus 1 to the other side. So you're dividing. Final step for inverse function, g minus 1x is equals to 5 minus, change all the y's into x. So that's 4x over 2x minus 1. And that is your answer. So if you're not sure on any of those steps, just watch the video again. If you're still not sure, put it down in the comments. I'm very, very happy to help you guys out. What I'm going to do is I'm going to give you guys a couple of questions to try out, and then you can play the video back to see the work solution. Right, so here are the questions. Have a go at them. So for this one, what we're going to do is first of all, we're going to say y is equals to 2x plus 5 over 5x minus 2. And now we're going to make x a subject, so we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to have 5xy minus 2y is equals to 2x plus 5. Because we want to make x a subject, let's move all the x terms to the left hand side. So 5xy here, 2x moves to the left, minus 2x equals to 5. Move the minus 2y to the right, plus 2y. Now let's take x out from here. So x bracket 5y minus 2 is equals to 5 plus 2y. Now final step here, to make x a subject, we're going to have x equals to 5 plus 2y over 5y minus 2. And now we're just going to write m minus 1x. Remember, when you want to change all the y's into x, so we're going to have 5 plus 2x over 5x minus 2. And that is the inverse function for this one. Now, the next one, what we're going to do, remember, we're going to say y equals 3 minus 2x minus 1 over 3x plus 2. And we want to simplify this first, right? So we're going to find the lowest common multiple. So that's going to be 3x plus 2. Right, and then we're going to cross multiply. So we're going to have 3 bracket 3x plus 2, and then we have a minus 1 here. So minus 1 times 2x minus 1. Okay, right, and now we're going to expand this. So we're going to have 9x plus 6, and then minus 1 times 2x is minus 2x, and then minus 1 times minus 1 plus 1. Be careful on the minuses. Over 3x plus 2, right? Remember, that's y equals. So if we simplify this, we're going to have y equals 9x minus 2x is 7x. And then 6 plus 1, 7 over 3x plus 2. So now what we're going to do is we're going to find the inverse function. So we're going to make x the subject. So we're going to cross multiply this. So that's going to give us 3xy plus 2y equals to 7x plus 7. Let's move all the x's to the left hand side. So that's 3xy minus 7x equals to 7. Move the 2y to the right, minus 2y. Let's take x out because that's in common. So we'll be left with 3y minus 7 equals to 7 minus 2y. Final step here is x equals to 7 minus 2y over 3y minus 7. And now all we need to do is write g minus 1x equals to, change all the y's into x. So we're going to have 7 minus 2x over 3x minus 7. And that is your answer. So if you've got this, well done. If not, check the working out again. It's very easy to make silly mistakes in this. So this is literally just the inverse function side of things. And I'll show you in another video how to do composite functions, and then you'll see how both of them all come together in functions. So it is a bit of a broad topic, so I don't want to make the video too long. And yeah, hopefully you guys understood this, and we'll finish with today, and I'll see you on the next one.